Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to another episode of Pick Six on the Burner account. This week's episode brought to you by the new Street Talk translation app with a database of over 100,000 terms and phrases updated by local rappers from all your favorite black cities. Street Talk will keep you up to date with your lingo, and that ain't no jive. I'm your host, Suge the Light, holding it down for another week. Let's welcome back the panel. My man, the mayor, aka the Black Pete Rose, Ryan on the line. What's happening, Ryan?
Not much, man. Just out here relaxing, man. Hope everybody had a good week.
Oh yeah. My man Mike D. Holmes. What's happening, Michael? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How y'all doing out there?
Holding it down with no street cred. My man Demetrius, the English man.
Yeah, you know me, man. You know what I'm saying? I got new shoes on the ride, riding down 95. You feel me? What's up, y'all?
Unfortunately, I do. All right. So, let's get right into it, man. It's the divisional round of NFL, man. Last week was poor and pitiful. One win for everybody. The app told me that Ryan won. It had Ryan highlighted, but everybody got one. I don't think we could really, count that like that. But moving on, we got some good games this week, so we're gonna get right into it. Gonna keep the order just as we did the introductions. We're gonna start off with the first game that's coming up in about an hour. The Colts at the Chiefs, and this is Andrew Luck's return to the playoffs and Patrick Mahomes' first taste of the playoffs. Of course, the Chiefs having the best record this year in the AFC. Who you got, Ryan, in this game?
In this game, I'm gonna roll with the Kansas City Chiefs. Just watching the mighty snowstorm there, since they said the worst snowstorm in 5 years out there. I feel like Kansas City is just a team that, like in the past, I really haven't been sold on Kansas City, but this year it's different. They have an MVP quarterback. They don't have a game manager, so I really feel strong about them. And then I just don't trust Andrew Luck. I think his luck's about to run out, so I'm rolling with the Chiefs.
Chiefs. All right, Michael, who you going with in this Chiefs Colts game?
I'm actually also going with the Chiefs. They're in Kansas City. Chiefs are very good when it comes to playing on their own home field. It's a big game, and I see them stepping up to the challenge, especially with the potential MVP leading the way.
Okay. So, another one for the Chiefs. I don't think no surprise there. Meech, man, you gonna shake it up? Who you got there?
Yeah, I don't think you should ever ask a grown man if they're gonna shake it up. But on another note, I'd like to, before I get started, I want to cheers to my man Ryan. You know what I'm saying? You did win last week. You know what I'm saying? Don't let this man diminish your win, man. It's the reason why they got tiebreakers on the site for situations like that. Congratulations on your dub last week, sir.
Situations like that.
So, you know what I'm saying? Real recognize real, man. Respect. Much respect. But in this game going on today, I got, sticking with my theme of, my ode to Pretty Ricky today. Age ain't nothing but a number, man. And Patrick Mahomes is young, but the boy definitely gonna get this dub today as KC finishes, their historical season run, excuse me, sir. And I got the Chiefs winning big. I do think it's gonna be a little bit of a shootout. I got the score being roughly 38-35, Kansas City.
Okay, another one for Kansas City. No comments on the disrespect. I'm gonna go ahead and take Kansas City too. All right, moving on to the next game. Cowboys at the Rams. Cowboys. Oh man, playing with money, but they got to go on road to LA against the Rams in that high-powered offense. Todd Gurley is back, of course. Who you got in this game, Ryan?
I am going with Cowboys.
My goodness.
I feel like the Dallas Cowboys are going to get this win. The game is in LA, but it's not really going to have the advantage when it comes to the crowd. As you saw when Green Bay was out there, they were pulling with them. And then the Cowboys are America's team. The Cowboys fans travel very well. I have a feeling that the Zeke is going to be able to lead them to a victory. And Murray Cooper have a big game, and that defense is going to step up like they did against the high-powered Saints, and they got that dub. So I'm rolling with the Cowboys.
Okay. All right, one down for the Cowboys. Mike, who you got in this game, man?
I got the Rams. I know the Cowboys have a good defense, but I feel like the Rams is going to do what they can on offense. I see Todd Gurley making a big move for the team, get that win. Go Rams.
Okay. So one for the Cows. But nevertheless, moving on to Demetrius, man, I think you got another surprise pick, or maybe not. Who you got in this game?
Well, like I think Ryan alluded to earlier, man, the LA stadium is uh, so close to Texas. And, the Dallas Cowboys fans travel well. So I think that, uh, the Rams are going to sort of play house, and then Dallas fans are going to come in there and they're going to take that dub. I got to be in a close game, though. I think it's going to be a little bit less scoring than the first game. I think Zeke is going to definitely have a big game. I do look for Todd Gurley to be a big factor in this game. I honestly think they both rush over 100, between 80 and 100 yards. And I think the final score ends up being 23-21. Dallas squeaks it out at the end.
Uh-oh. Everything okay? I think I lost you for a second. Nevertheless, we back. All right, so that's two Cowboys. I'm gonna round it out and make it a split down. I'm gonna take the Rams at home, and really not because they're at home. It's just because we're fresh. I think the ball because the Cowboys defense been playing good. I think they do travel well, to your point, Ryan and me. But I'm gonna go with the Rams. So 2 Rams, 2 for the Cowboys. We are going to take a little. Mike, what's going on, man?
Oh, yeah, man. So far as the new hires go, thanks for introducing me. We have the new hires coming in. We have some old coaches going out. But let's start with the AFC, shall we? The Browns hire offensive coordinator Freddie Kitchens, who after 8 games went 5-3 as the offensive coordinator. Now he is the head coach. The Jets went ahead and picked up Adam Gase. I hope I said that right, from the Dolphins. Broncos get Vic Fangio. I'm butchering these names. It's cool. Bengals are likely to hire Zach Taylor, who is the Rams quarterback coach, allegedly. That's where they think people are going. He's going to go, but of course he's in the playoffs, so He can't be hired right now. The Dolphins went with Brian Flores. He was the old coach for the Patriots. Not the coach, but he was a defensive coordinator. That's at least who they're targeting. But of course, in the playoffs. Now let's go to the NFC. We have the Packers who hired Matt LaFleur.
LaFleur.
And then the Cardinals, they went ahead and hired Kingsbury. And then the Buccaneers hired old-time great Bruce Arians. So let's just start with who's your best, who's your. I'll start it off with saying my best hire is Bruce Arians for the Buccaneers because I feel like he's well seasoned. He's a veteran in the game, and he'll take that catastrophe that's the quarterbacks of the Buccaneers, and he'll go ahead and get that fixed up pretty properly. And so I go ahead with Arians for the best. He's already recruiting, talking to Deshaun Jackson, even though he's injured, telling him to come back, stay at least another year. As far as my worst pick, I don't know if it's the worst pick, but I don't think it was the smartest pick. It has to be the Browns with hiring Freddie Kitchens, who's only had 8 games in the league ever. I believe that was his first time as an offensive coordinator, and they threw him into the head coaching position just because they believe the quarterback liked his jib as a man. So, with that being said, I don't think it's going to be a great pick. A lot of people give him the credit for what basically Greg Williams did for him this year with the uprise, which actually could be blamed on Hugh Jackson, who had the talented players but didn't know how to use them. So Freddie Kitchens is a we'll see category for me. I don't see him at all making the playoffs like everybody is anticipating him to do with Baker Mayfield. But that's just my opinion. What about you? Let's go to Demetrius.
Yeah, thank you for using my government name. I appreciate that, Mike. Also, I definitely want to give a shout out to the Barberton school system for not leaving any child left behind. Thank you for pushing these kids, even though they might be remedial in reading. I definitely appreciate the fact they push them through to the next level. Shout out to them, man. But I definitely agree on the Freddie Kitchens hire. I feel like it was definitely premature. That's my worst. I'm starting a little bit in reverse. My worst hire to me, tied. I'm just gonna give Mike his kudos for picking that. Was Freddie Kitchens. To me, also another interesting one was the Adam Gase hire in New York. To pick him up after he underachieved in Miami, a divisional opponent, lets me know you value only beating the Dolphins 2 times a year. So I guess you guaranteeing yourself 2 wins a year. I guess that hire was for. The best hire, I'm gonna have to agree with Mike. I feel like Tampa Bay did it the best. I'm gonna go a step further. They hired Bruce Arians to be the head coach, a leader of men who got experience as a head coach. I believe a big part of being a head coach is hiring the right assistants under you and being able to get the right people under you to work tightly with the players to get the most out of them. And I think Bruce Arians has a lot of experience with doing that. I think that he definitely already showed he can get the best cream of the crop coordinators to help him out with that. He already hired Todd Bowles as his defensive coordinator already. Everybody knows Todd Bowles definitely is experienced with defense. So I feel like that was the smartest hire. And now they just got to get him an OC that's the smart mind, offensive mind that everybody's falling in love with. So my hire that I love, I think Tampa Bay did it right with Bruce Arians, and I think that New York did it definitely wrong hiring Adam Gase.
Thank you, Meech. Thank you. And also thank you for giving credit to the Barberton School District, who does not sponsor this call. Let's go to Ryan. Your picks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into the best. I mean, everybody knows y'all already said it was the best. That's by far the best hiring. I'm gonna go to the worst, but I'm gonna switch it up. And you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers. Reaching. I tell you, they reaching right now. They think they about to find the next shopping bag. And it's not gonna happen. They picked a random dude, offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans. They were an offensive juggernaut that I can see why that they were going to be a good offensive. No, not offensive. He would be a good team. That was the worst. That was the worst pick that they could have done. I don't even know what to say about them. But to me, I almost feel like they're in a rebuilding stage, and I won't be with them when they rebuild. I'm going on picking a new team. So that's my worst pick, and my worst hire. And like I said, we already know who the best hire is. So go along, who's your pick?
Man, y'all pretty much summed it up for me. I was gonna say the worst hire was Adam Gase, actually, because I mean, it's basically for the same reason that me said. I mean, you just picked him probably because they beat y'all, and that's all y'all wanted to beat Miami because y'all can't beat the Patriots. But Adam Gase didn't prove that he was anything to be messed with as a coach in Miami, and I don't know. I guess I have to check to see if I don't know, did he get fired from Miami or he just left? But yeah,
He got fired.
right, yeah. So that was like, and that was immediate. Like they immediately picked him up. Like why? What do you think that he's gonna do for you? So I think they just got that wrong. The best one again, I was gonna say Bruce Arians, and I was gonna say that because Bruce Arians had good success with quarterbacks, and I think that's going to be good for Jameis Winston. Since the owner came out and said that they fully behind Jameis Winston, I mean, no matter who is going to be the new head coach, it's good to know where you at with the quarterbacks. That way, you don't have to do what the old coach was doing last year was piss poor, going back and forth with Fitzpatrick and Jameis Winston because they pretty much did the same thing. And you could have had the whole year with Jameis Winston in there getting some experience and some rapport with players. So I don't know. I think I agree with everything you guys said. Adam Gase was the worst. I could say that the Cleveland Browns, was a close second. But I actually think that they were doing some good things as far as player personnel, and maybe just maybe they think that these offensive coordinators, that Kitchens was maybe one of the reasons why the offense picked up later in the year. I still don't know why they picked him as a head coach. They could have just left him as an offensive coordinator and got a better leader of men, like Meach said. But this is the Browns.
Exactly. I definitely understand what you're saying. What more can we say? That has been your new coaching hires. That's our worst and our best picks. And then we're going to go actually send it back over to you, young Shug.
Hello again. All right, back on the back end. Tomorrow's games, the Sunday showcase. I think these are the two best games. I don't know. Colts and Chiefs might be a rout. If the Colts let get out of hand, Cowboys and Rams is going to definitely be a good game. But I think Chargers and New England is really, really interesting because we got Phillip Rivers maybe on his last leg versus Tom Brady, who maybe on his last leg, but maybe not. Phillip Rivers is having a throwback season. I liked everything the Chargers been doing on defense as well. So let's start with Ryan. Chargers at New England. Who you gonna take this game?
As Aaron said for the past several years, I'm not going against Tom Brady in Foxborough. It's just not going to happen. I actually think on paper, by far, the Chargers have a better team than the Patriots. Like, it's not even close to me. And the Chargers have a better team. But it's just something about Tom Brady, their will to win. Playing at home, man, it's a big deal for them. And I also feel like Tom Brady has something to prove. Like, yeah, I feel like Rivers is too, because he's like that guy is always looked behind him being Big Ben was better than him in that draft class and things like that. He was the guy that didn't get the ring, but I feel like Tom Brady feels like he still has something left and he wants to prove it, which he has proved in certain games throughout the season. But I definitely feel like the Patriots are going to get this dub, and like I said, I think it's going to be a close game, but I definitely think the Patriots are going to.
All right. So the Pats for Ryan not going against Brady in the playoffs. Mike?
I have to agree with everything Ryan said. The San Diego Chargers are looking like the better team overall, but once again, it is Tom Brady. He's made for this. He's not to toot another man's horn too much, but he is, playoff Tom is what they call him. And so I expect Tom Brady to do what he can with the team that he has to make it happen and get this win. And I'm going to go ahead and pick the Patriots. I expect a big game between Tom Brady and James.
All right, moving on to Demetrius. What's going on, man? Who you got in this game? You told me Patriots Chargers might be a good game to bet on. So who you taking?
I see you guys are just habitual line steppers with this first name thing, man. So you know who I'm taking, man. I'm taking the Chargers. It's always been fuck New England, fuck Tom Brady for me personally. I'm going with the Chargers. And my man Phillip Rivers said, "Call me if you need a quarterback in your life." Sticking with the Pretty Ricky, theme for the day. I'm going with the Chargers, man. Early and often, Chargers was my preseason pick to make it to the AFC Championship. They got to go through New England, so be it.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and agree with you, and I'm going to take the Chargers. I actually like the Chargers defense. I think that one of the good matchups is, I don't know what the Chargers are going to do match up against Gronkowski, but I think if that safety, I forgot his name, get a chance to, get a couple of hits or, so maybe some one-on-ones with him and Tom Brady.
You talking about Derwin?
I think so. I think that's his name, 33 or something like that. He going to the Pro Bowl this year. So
the Ricky?
Yeah, I think he
James. Yeah, James. Yeah.
I think Tom Brady might try to pick on him, and I think he's ready for the challenge. Gronk, who at this point in his career is overrated. Still a big body, still dangerous, but I think a lot of teams, a lot of strong safeties can get with him if they just hit him. You know what I'm saying? The big guy can't be afraid to hit him. You got to hit him on every play. And I think if they can maybe force a turnover, a couple of those, and rush the quarterback, get Tom Brady running the whole game and be on point offensively, because the Patriots are not a good defensive team. They don't have any stars on defense. They just are well coached. So if you make a mistake, they will find a way to capitalize and use that as momentum. I think if the Chargers get at them early and often by establishing the run, not just running the ball straight or stretch plays, maybe faking the run, maybe some play action and, some running back screens, they keep the defense on their heels and put Tom Brady in a position to where he's always having to score. I think they can win this game, and I think that's what's going to happen. So moving on to the next game, final one tomorrow night, Eagles versus the Saints, the former Super Bowl champions versus a lot of people's expected Super Bowl champions this year, the New Orleans Saints. We talked about Patrick Mahomes as the MVP, but Drew Brees might have a thing or two to say about that. So first, let's go with you, Ryan. Who you got in this Eagles-Saints matchup?
I'm rolling with the Saints, man. Who that? I'm rolling with the Saints. My boys, man, they got all my Ohio State boys about to be locked in this week. Really, the Eagles, they had a little magical little ride, no homo, last year, and I see that people are starting to think that it's about to happen again, but it's not going to happen again. They would have lost last year had they played the Saints, but it's neither here nor there. And this week, I'm expecting for Kamara to get in the end zone, Ingram to get in the end zone. My boy Michael Thomas. So I got the hookup. I'll let you hear me. He's definitely getting in the end zone.
Yeah.
It might bring out Master P. No Limit Soldiers off that joint. Who knows, man? But yeah, I feel like they got too much going on offensively, and then defensively, I expect a few turnovers. Maybe like 2 turnovers, some big plays to happen. The Eagles, their defense, I feel, is going to be out there too much. I don't think that the offense is really going to do too much this week, and everybody's going to be dropped back to reality, and then people are going to be back, oh, we need Carson Wentz. We need Carson Wentz. So I'm rolling with the Saints.
All right. So, my man, rolling with the Saints. Mike, who you got in this game?
This is actually going to be a very good game, in my opinion. I think the Saints are going to come out ready in the dome. They're going to do the best that they can to try to make a run for the Super Bowl again. Like they said, that's everyone's one of their top picks. Haven't been there, though, since, when was that? 2009, I believe. So they're on their way up. But the difference is the Eagles was just there last year, and they have Foles, Nick Foles, that is. And a lot of people are doubting Nick Foles, but if you respect the process that Nick Foles has established for himself and the teammates around him, I believe he leads the Eagles to another victory to come back and get a win and move on to a closer position to repeating. So I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles and Nick Foles.
All right.
Yeah, I totally, unequivocally disagree with all that bullshit you just heard, viewers. I definitely apologize you had to listen to that bullshit. I'm going with the Saints. The Saints gonna get you right, as Pretty Ricky would say. This shit is not about to be a good game at all. Malcolm Jenkins is gonna come home to a dub. You know, he started his career in the Saints. I believe this week they said Sean Payton came into the middle of the locker room, put $250K with the Lombardi Trophy in the middle of the locker room, and said, "If you want this, win 3 games. That's the perfect focus for the team. They ain't about to play no games with these dudes. They about to get them the fuck out of here." I expect the Madden score. They get 21 in the first half. They expect Drew Brees and that offense to run the ball heavy and often all second half to get the game over with. I give them 28, well, I'm going to say 35-13. Saints.
Mm-hmm. And in your own Pretty Ricky fashion, you're so confused. You just don't know what to do.
I admit, man, I might disagree with some of the picks, man, but I gotta admire the Pretty Ricky thing. Pretty Ricky. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Eagles, man, with my man Mike. I really want to take the Saints, honestly. Everything on paper, the eyeball test says that the Saints is going to win this game, and you know I might change my mind tonight or tomorrow morning, but
ain't no bite.
Yes. Oh, you're talking while I'm talking, but anyway, I just think the Eagles. I mean,
you change your pick is because you know who Meach picked and you trying to catch up. That's
Agreed.
That's not true, but I don't like how the way y'all trying to characterize it. I'm going to take the Eagles. I just think that the Eagles have a little bit of magic now after getting that one win last week. They really shouldn't have won. They really got lucky icing that kicker that shit shouldn't have happened. But dude was known for knocking them off of the goalposts. I think something similar to that, maybe not a field goal happens, but maybe some turnovers, maybe something uncharacteristic of the Saints. We talking about the Cowboys fans traveling well. I think the Eagles fans travel just as well, and I think even more so because they were Super Bowl champions last year. It's still gonna be hard in the Big Easy, but I think the Eagles can squeak one out. So I'm gonna take the Eagles.
They may travel well, but they ain't traveling to that no,
Right, right.
I'm hoping
At all.
I'm hoping not, because honestly, I do not want to see the Eagles even close to another Super Bowl. Well, that wraps it up for this week's picks in the divisional round. Just to recap the picks, everybody took the Chiefs versus the Colts. Ryan and Meach took the Cowboys versus the Rams. Me and Mike taking the Rams at home. Me and Meach take the Chargers over New England and Brady's bum ass. Ryan and Mike taking the safe picks because they scared. Me and Mike took the Eagles for some strange, dumb reason. And Ryan and Meach took the smart pick with taking the Saints. So let's move on, man. Thank you for your commentary the entire show. And so it's your favorite part of the show, the TD VIPs. Take it away, my brother.
Yeah, this is definitely not my favorite part of the show, but thank you for that lead in, super producer Gerald Jackass Atkins. All right. Uh-oh. All right, baby. Where the party at? Got the TD VIPs, baby, this week. We're going to start off with guarantees, man. People came up with some good picks last week. They ain't go too far out on limbs, but they definitely made some good picks last week. We're going to start off big this week. Start with the guarantees. We're going to go around one time, then we're going to come back with those sleeper picks. Everybody, the crowd that has been watching the show, to everybody else is guarantees and sleepers, but to Suge is all the same. But it's all good. We love them anyway. We just going to rock with it. Start off with my man, Mike. Who your guarantee this week to get up in that TD VIP, baby?
My guarantee is gotta go ahead and give it to Todd Gurley. Guarantee he go ahead and get up in there VIP one time.
Okay. Choo-choo. All right. We're going to go to Ryan. Ryan, who your guarantee, bro?
Man, I'm going to definitely have to go to that Noya, but I'm rolling with my boy Alvin Kamara. He will get in there. He might get in there twice, but I'm going to definitely get in there at least once.
Okay, choo-choo. Okay. Suge, who you got, bro? Get up in that end zone.
I'm going to take Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Chiefs. I think he definitely get in there, man. He might get a couple too, man. Who knows? Maybe maybe a return TD.
Okay, I can see that. Definitely got the cheetah. All right, that's what's up. You know who I'm rolling with. You know what I'm saying? I've been rolling with ever since he got drafted. I'm rolling with Zeke, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get that man the ball. He definitely gonna ball. He gonna get up in that VIP. He might even pull out a titty when he get into that VIP. You feel me? So I'm definitely rolling with my man Zeke.
He a MVP if he do that shit.
Hey, have a white woman pop out that
You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna roll with my man Zeke. All right, we're gonna roll over to the sleepers, baby. Mike, who that person everybody's sleeping on, but gonna get up in that end zone, baby?
Hey, that person everybody's sleeping on that's getting in that end zone, Tom Brady.
What the fuck?
He not throwing no touchdown, but he gonna run it in himself. Give it up for Tom Brady at the 2. He not even doing a sneak when he just fall forward. He gonna break a little speed, show you a little move. Tom Brady in the end zone.
Wow.
All right, Ryan, who you got? Who that sleeper pick, bro?
Well, in honor of them just winning the national championship, I'm gonna roll with Sammy Watkins.
All right, I can see that being a sleeper because did they officially say he was playing today? I know they say he was looking toward that he might play. Did they say he was gonna play?
When I know that nigga only got like 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Oh shit! I hope you definitely get in for your sake. All
Yeah,
right.
play.
Oh, so he is gonna play, Shug?
They said he expected to play as of yesterday.
All right, cool. All right, Shug. Who you got for your sleeper, bro?
I got a nice one for you. I'm gonna take my man Tavon Austin from the Dallas Cowboys.
What? That's a real sleeper, my man. That's what's up. That's what he finally took a real sleeper, my man. That's what's up.
I don't need more applause. I don't need it. I'm
My
gonna take
man.
Tavon Austin because he playing against his former team, and no doubt I see that as the Cowboys. The Cowboys need to find some ways to score on the Rams anyway. So I think they're gonna pull out something probably about a set of 10 plays that they got, and they probably use 5 of them. And I think one of them probably gonna be a reverse if they're getting like maybe behind the 50 in the short field. You can see a long touchdown on the run.
Who did he take again?
Tavon Austin.
Tavon Austin.
Wow.
Everybody getting in.
That's all I can say is wow.
5 in the morning.
Well then, I'm gonna piggyback, off Micah last week. I'm gonna go with my man Peters from the Rams to get a defensive touchdown today. I see him definitely picking off one of Dak's horrible passes.
Wow.
And with lead blockers as Sue and Donald leading the way, he definitely gets a pick 6 today. But the Cowboys will bounce back and win the game. So that's my sleeper pick. I'm going defensive, and I'm going with Peters. That's it for the TD VIPs, baby. Back to Suge. Oh, I'm that Gerald Atkins. So everybody know the government.
Yeah.
Don't forget the junior.
Don't forget.
Oh yeah, Junior. My bad, Jr. Junebug.
Otherwise, my dad gonna be giving me a call. Can't help it, son. I can't help it. Anyway, well, thank you for that. A very uneducated TD from the GE. So we'd like to thank all of our viewers for watching this week. As always,
Right. Thank you, Tay.
We do appreciate it, John Tay and Lean. That is hilarious. All right,
family night.
So our favorite part of the show, what we end on is the last 2 cents, as said by my man Meech, aka Full Government. But last 2 cents, we just give our last final thoughts. The whole panel, it could be about any and everything. Just speak your mind. So let's start off with the mayor, man. What you got cooking up at Capitol Hill for us?
Man, I definitely want to say it's been a long week and a half. Everybody been talking about this R. Kelly type stuff that's been going on right now. But I wanna bring y'all back to the man who originally didn't care, who originally said AJ nothing but the number, Mr. Grass on the field play ball. That's the originator. Ain't nothing but a number.
Man.
That's all I'm gonna say, man. Some wild nights at Kent, man. I love my bro. He better come and celebrate my birthday with me, man. It's a funny dude, but yeah, he started this shit, nigga. R. Kelly got nothing on my man.
Mike, man, give us something a little bit lighter on the field.
You definitely
I'm
about to
happy.
get canceled. Definitely about to get canceled.
I'm happy you said lighter. My 2 cents today is going to have to be with the whole new year, new me vibes going on for the month of January. Hashtag get fit, hashtag healthy life. I went to Giant Eagle and I seen organic lettuce was on sale for 2 for $6. And I thought organic meant healthy. So I gave it a try. And let me tell you, I'm gonna stick to regular lettuce from here on out. Boy, that organic lettuce is nothing to play with for the first time. If you have something to do, I'm telling you, don't mess with that organic. You will
Went right through
not
you, huh?
be leaving the house. I
I
don't know
need
if
some of
that's
that. It's
healthy
called
for you.
organic.
I don't know if that's healthy for you or not, but I'm gonna stick with it. Not. I had to go eat like 6 cookies just to get my body back to the right feeling. So yeah, read your ingredients.
So what? Let me hold on. Time out. Time out. Time out. So you saying that your body tried to get healthy and actually flush out the shit. So you had to eat the cookies to get it back to fucked up and constipated.
He got you first.
First off, I'm very regular. Uh, Secondly, yes, I had to get the cookies to absorb whatever holes that organic lettuce put into my intestines.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. And also, time out. I just want a disclaimer. When I was saying things like, 17 and under, wait till next summer. Those is those is lines that I was hearing on the streets, of Pittsburgh, PA, and Cleveland, Ohio. Grass on the field, play ball, those kind of things. You know, you know, old
Old
enough.
enough to pee. Old
All
enough
right,
to
I was
pee.
about to say old enough to pee, old enough for me. These is all sayings that was going on in the hood.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I'm saying? This was before Nino Brown. This was before Nino Brown, baby. This was before. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say that I condone this type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? I was just sharing with everybody the stuff that I heard accumulated at that time of the young age of 21 through 23. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put that out there before anybody go reporting that it didn't be a docu series on Demetrius Adams. We just gonna leave that at that. I don't need no docu series. I'm gonna give it back to Shug. Go ahead, Shug. Conduct your show, bro. I just want to put that out there.
Was that your last 2 cents, my brother?
Man, hell no, ain't my last 2 cents. First, all right, we're gonna go to Demetrius for his last 2 cents. All right. First off, I want to say I like how Suge said this his favorite. This his favorite segment. It's been my favorite segment since the creativity of the goddamn segment. He stole my segment, you Indian mother. I mean, you colonizing motherfucker. Anywho, my final 2 cents in the honor of our discussion on the group chat that none of y'all is privileged to see. Maybe that's a blessing for y'all. Maybe that's a curse. Who knows? As an eye beholder, but I just want to let everybody know the do's and don'ts to purchasing marijuana off the streets, whether you are in your neighborhood, your city, or on the road. Uh, you do not, 101, you do not go up to any suspected drug dealer and ask for weed or marijuana. You will be treated like the police, possibly harmed, possibly kidnapped, probably killed. There's period. You don't go up to people and say weed or marijuana. Also, weed and perp are two different things. You do not say perp. You do not walk up to a suspected drug dealer and say, "Do you have smoke?" You might get stolen on, took off on, anything like that. That could be interpreted many different ways. If you're not in your own city, do not ask anybody if they want smoke, if they have smoke, anything like that. Also, you may be safe saying things like green. That's neither here nor there. Had to be a little bit more specific. Also, things like this that you do say. You ask people, hey, where can I get that bag? You say, hey, where can I get that bag? Hey, do you know anybody who got some bud? Hey, those kind of things. I'm just helping everybody out. I don't see anybody out here become a victim because you walking around asking people for marijuana, asking people for weed. That's just my final 2 cents. I just want to help y'all out as we go into the new year, looking to travel different places and enjoy ourselves.
Thank you, my man Demetrius Adams, for your final 2 cents. That's actually very helpful, and I think our two viewers might could use that to their advantage. So, with my final 2 cents, I just want to thank everybody on the panel for continuing to show up to the show and continuing to make it a thing. Always fun this week, and I just want to say thank you guys. Appreciate your time, and to our viewer, we out.
Hey, I got the eggnog in the freezer. You know what I mean?